Are you married?
No, I'm not married, bro.
Yeah.
Breakdance in Uganda is underrated, not because.
Do you see any Ugandan breakdancer reaching a Red Bull BC1? Are
Yeah.
you into that politics there?
The politics. Because the martial arts world is my secret thing.
It's your secret thing.
And I'm already a champion.
So, do you think Northern Uganda has good rappers? Do you think it's Central Uganda? And would you highlight a few rappers that you like? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, my name is K Sam as always, and today I'm with one of my cool friends that we always dance around with here at Eastwood. We are at a place called Nampole. If you're in Uganda, you must be knowing about Mandela National Stadium. Brother, I'm happy to have you.
Happy to have you too, bro.
Yeah, before we even go any further, I would love you to introduce yourself to the people out there in a few words.
Yeah, I speak in Josh the Dance God, and it's a pleasure to share with you what we're going to talk about today. Just enjoy.
Yeah, we want to talk about talents especially, but I first want to know, are you married?
No, I'm not married, bro.
Yeah, you are not married.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but you must be having someone in your life, definitely.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, man.
I do. I have
So,
someone.
like, being at the Eastwood here, especially for the first time, and everybody who comes around wonder what kind of dances you guys do here. And I came to realize also that there's more of breakdancing and also other types of dances. And as far as I know, like, it's not a very common thing in Uganda to be a breakdancer. I feel like it's underrated. What's your view on that?
Yeah, you're right. Breakdance in Uganda is underrated, not because it's not noticed as a dance or as a style,
Yep.
but it's because majority of the youth find it difficult. They feel it's impossible to do it.
Yeah.
But yet there are some of us who feel it's fun, who feel it's everything.
Do you see any Ugandan breakdancer reaching a Red Bull BC1?
Yeah, like we've seen guys do it. We've seen B-Boy Pencil. We've seen
From Uganda, right?
yeah, B-Boy Pencil from Uganda.
Yeah.
Though he hasn't gone to BC1, but at least they were called there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were called there to at least showcase.
They are literally recognized.
Yeah, so at least Uganda has moved somewhere when it comes to B-Boy. We have people who have represented Uganda to Red Bull.
Another thing also, like, we actually in parts of Kampala, I guess, and
Yeah.
to be here is actually like you need to balance between your talent. There is work, there is real life. You understand? So how do you advise someone? Like, how do you find it very hard for yourself, especially to balance between work, and do you feel like work kills your talent, especially when it comes to dancing?
Actually, first and foremost, I want to thank the Almighty God for the work that I'm doing.
That's great.
Because my job, it favors my time.
I understand.
It gives me time to plan ahead. It gives me time to think for myself.
That's nice.
Gives me time to build myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't occupy me fully. On my weekly days, I only work up to 5:30 and then I get back home. On
Yeah.
weekends and public holidays, I don't work at all. So it gives me time to timetable myself and program my schedules.
I really understand you.
So
Yeah.
I don't find any too much difficulties. I just okay, sometimes people think it's so stressing because besides dancing, there's some other sport that I do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you literally, like,
Yeah.
do you have other things that you do optionally, like other talents that you use to compensate like in case dancing doesn't work out, and that's where you got me.
Exactly. So besides dancing, I can do some songwriting. I can compose music.
I do too.
Oh my God, this is really good.
Yeah.
And I sing.
Yeah.
Then besides the music side, I also have the physical side.
Yeah.
I also do martial arts
Yeah.
and I play for the national team.
That's a great thing there, man. That's
Yeah,
very
so it's quite tricky to balance these things, by the way.
Yeah.
But it takes a smart brain.
Now that seems like a lot of talent down there. That seems like a lot of work. In case you have to achieve in some of them, you really need to invest. How
Yeah,
do you
true.
strike that?
For sure, in East Africa and in specific Uganda, when it comes to talent, it starts with you. You have to be your first investor. How?
I get you.
By showing people what you have and what you can offer to them.
Yeah.
So that if they appreciate, they'll ask you to keep pushing. They'll ask you to give them more.
You're right
But
on point.
how are you going to give them more? First of all, you have to account for the data. Okay, let's start from zero. You don't have a smartphone, but you have a talent.
Exactly.
You have to look for that money
Yeah, you don't have to
and
sit
buy
back.
the smartphone.
Yeah.
Then after you've bought the smartphone, you have to know what are these trending apps that are people that people are always following to get what? That socialization,
I get you.
you know.
I get you.
And then after knowing these apps, you can say now we have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube.
And they have like issues to do with monetization.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, yeah.
Then you ask yourself, which one has more exposure of late? But of late, obviously, all we know is that TikTok is now leading.
TikTok is burning right now.
So if you start your TikTok account, specify in what you do. Don't mix your videos, and then let your fans decide.
Now, like some guys would sit back there and say, no, like I have to look for someone to favor me. He hasn't yet recorded a song. He has the passion for music. He has the talent. He wants to do it as a business, but he's just down there. Would you tell them to wait for the right time for someone to support them, or like it's supposed to be done out of hell, like from scratch by yourself? Would you motivate them? Would you just tell them to please wait for the right time? Like people say, wait for the right time, the right things will just happen in your life. Or would you be this guy who tells them, no, start now, work now, from like you have nothing but do it right now? Will you say that?
Actually, I don't know, but I think I would bring it this way. In the Bible, we all know about the story of the good servant or the good
Exactly.
Samaritan.
Exactly.
So when we picture it in the real life, you might be singing on street,
Yeah.
and then someone will be like, I have my money, but I have nothing I can use it for.
Yeah.
But I like the way K-Sam sings. I can push him somewhere.
Great.
But it's not easy to chance a good Samaritan nowadays.
It's not easy.
So I advise my fellow youth who think that good Samaritan is still there. They are there, but they are hard to find.
I understand. I think they want to see what you do. Like someone wants to first know that this guy is a singer. He wants to see you working on yourself, right? And then, yeah. Is that what you're
Okay,
trying to say?
at some point it might be that way, but at some point, with the way some Africans think nowadays, he will think maybe at some point you will turn him down,
I get you.
and yet he has invested in you, and then you'll turn on his back and then go with someone else just because maybe they've been in the game for a long time. They know how it moves. He literally knows how it goes.
Yeah.
So many people are afraid of that.
Exactly.
But all I can say is basically we just need to work and then first invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
Then those investors, those sponsors from our side will see from our work.
I really like that point. You really have
Yeah.
to work on yourself. Now you have a lot of talent. You're multi-talented. What is the main thing? Where do you see yourself being a star in? Is it karate? Did you say karate?
Yeah,
say kickboxing?
Karate.
All right. Is it rapping? Is it dancing? Where do you see yourself? Like, what are you most passionate about?
I'm passionate about the music world because the martial arts world is my secret thing,
It's your secret thing.
and I'm already a champion.
Congratulations
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
Uganda's international.
Yeah.
Yeah, well represented in Congo. We went for the Great Lakes Championships, and Uganda came out the second position. After 5 years, Uganda has never marked that position.
Would somebody come and say, Josh, I want you to be my bodyguard? Do you take that thing? Like, can you do that? I want you to be my bodyguard. I'm offering this and that because you know martial arts and stuff like that. Are you into that, or you just love the sport the way it is? You're a champion, and that is all.
I can train someone for him to become his bodyguard.
Exactly. Well, that's a cool mindset, right?
Yeah.
There. I like it, man. I like that.
I can train for you a bodyguard, but I can't be a bodyguard.
I hope you had it. You want a bodyguard next time?
Yeah.
Just bring someone to Josh to train for you. Don't call
Yeah.
him to be your bodyguard
True.
because he is not into that. He is a champion. Yeah, so we're talking about music. Let's switch to music.
Mm.
How do you see the Ugandan music industry? Is it favorable? We have stars like Gravity Umutuju. We have a lot of guys that you know, Alien Skin, and then we have the category of apers. Is it favorable? Like, is it a good place? Like, because I feel like people who are promoters, you still actually fake songs trending, and then real songs like from apers are not considered. Is that a fair thing for you, like in the industry?
Um, the music industry is so complicated, and I cannot knock sides. But all
Exactly.
I can say is that we are losing value in the music industry. Music has become more of a business compared to being a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once they just be like, I think he can sing, I think she can sing. He got some nice body, she got some nice body.
Exactly.
He will attract people, she will attract people. She's crazy, he's crazy. Then they forget the message.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays they sing about booty so much. They
I
they sing
get you.
about love.
More of Jamaican,
But
like
it's good. It's good, but they have to level up.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a strong
But the
message
music
there.
industry is okay.
Still on music, you talked of rapping. Would you stick to hip hop or would you be versatile and sing any genre of music?
Bro, that's a good question. But all I can tell you, this world we are in right now, this generation, I think it's good to be flexible.
Yeah.
That's why even in the dance world, I do all styles.
You do breaking.
I do the breaking. I'm a piano, afro, whatever.
Exactly. That's so crazy. Man.
Zumba.
Yeah.
Why? Because if you specify the art or the act you're specified in, it might take you time.
Yeah.
It might take you time to shoot it out.
Yeah.
But if you're versatile, you can have fans all over.
I get you.
Yeah, so it takes a lot. If you're specified in a certain style, you have to do a lot of work.
So let's try to make it short. I guess we're running out of film. I'm gonna ask you one last question. I talked of hip hop, rapping, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and we've always had these battles online. Like people say, "Yo, there's Northern Uganda, there is Central Uganda. Who is who?"
Yeah.
Are you into that politics there?
The politics of rapping.
I-
If I get into the politics of rapping, these guys are going to run, bro.
yeah. So, do you think Northern Uganda has good rappers? Do you think it's Central Uganda? And would you highlight a few rappers that you know about?
Actually, when you look at it very well, all regions of Uganda have rappers.
Exactly.
Cause we have even the Northerners here in Central, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're doing it cool. And the most funny thing is that they are representing these guys in Central
yeah,
instead of
representing
home,
home.
you
Yeah,
know.
I get
So
that.
it's bad. By the guys, I want you to style up. This is what is happening. For an artist to be known in Uganda, he has to sing in Luganda. Come on.
Man, that's something that's so crazy. That beats me.
I'm seeing so many artists in Uganda. For him to come up, for people to know him, he has to sing in Luganda. Then now, after he's known, now he can switch either to his language or at least use the English language
At least.
so that he can become international.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is yet Josh. That is Josh, the dance god, of course. And this was our first episode with him. I hope to have him on the next episode. Do you have some last few words that you would love to tell the people out there?
The last words I can tell people out there is that this world is like a hula hoop. Yeah, it goes around and it comes around. So you don't have to forget like where you started from, how you started it, and where you are now. Cause who you are now is not who you used to be.
I get you.
There is a very big gap between who you used to be and who you are now, and
That's
who
it.
you will be next.
That's it.
So never back down. Keep pushing. Keep yourself self-motivated, self-esteem, confident, and passionate.
I hope you had it. If somebody wants to see your work on the internet, do you have links that would? What's your name on TG?
Okay. All my social media platforms, I use Josh the Dance God.
Josh, the dance god.
Yeah.
Dance God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Check out Josh the Dance God. We have next episodes coming in. It's your boy KSM. As always, subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok. Please add this video to our favorite, like it, of course. Follow us. We have these episodes coming. We're going to tell you about real life, and of course, follow us always. If you don't have uh, a subscription to our channel yet, please do it. Click on that small bell. We have a lot coming your way. Peace out.
Peace.